Hello students, welcome back to this session of English language. In the last session we have been discussing about the rules and some structures of direct and indirect speech. In the previous session we have discussed what changes are to be made in reported as well as reported speech, what are the changes in tenses and what are the changes in some definite particular words. Now today we will see some of the rules while transforming the direct speech into indirect speech. Now let us see first of all the case of assertive sentences. In assertive sentences, in place of comma and inverted comma, it gets removed and it is changed to that. This is from direct to indirect conversion, and indirect to direct में क्या हो जाएगा, it gets reversed. Okay, that changes to comma and inverted comma. Okay, for example, if I say that Ram said, comma inverted comma open, I am working. So we have just learned the rules yesterday. Said remains said. ओके सो यहाँ पर सेट हो जाएगा एंड इन प्लेस ऑफ कॉमा इनवर्टेड कॉमा वी हैव टू यूज दैट. This is what I am trying to tell you, that in place of comma and inverted comma, that is used in case of assertive sentences. Okay, means in indirect speech comma and inverted comma gets removed and in that place that comes. That okay, then ram is what he's we use the pronoun he for ram, so he am working is present continuous, so present continuous changes to past continuous. Past continuous का helping verb क्या होता है, was or were, so here it is singular subject, so we will use was. He was working, full stop, that's it. Okay, so the main emphasization was on that in place of comma and inverted comma that is used. Now let us see what is the case of interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences, we have two cases. We have two cases in interrogative sentences. The first case is where when the sentence starts with the question word. Question word means who, why, where, what, how. Okay, so these type of words when the sentence is starting from question word. And the second case is that where the sentence is starting from helping verb. Helping verb in this case like is, am, are, was, were. Okay, so in interrogative sentences we have two cases. First, whether if the sentence is starting from the question word, for example, what is your name. Okay, and this is also interrogative sentence. And second case is where the sentence starts from helping verb, for example, are you going to market. This is also interrogative sentence, so there are two cases. So let us see in play when if we are discussing the case 1 in case of question word, then in question word what we do is when we remove comma and inverted comma, same question word gets copied down in interrogative sentence. Okay, in indirect speech same word, question word. For example, in assertive sentence I was telling you, when comma and inverted comma is removed, that is used. But here in case of interrogative sentence case 1 where question word is used in the your as a sentence. Okay, so in that case in place of comma and inverted comma we don't have to use anything, that same question word will come down. For example, he said to me, what are you doing. We have sentence, he said to me, what are you doing. This is the case 1. Okay, so and one thing more students, in case of interrogative sentences said becomes asked, yeah, inquired. Okay, inquired of. said की जगह, जैसे अभी तक we were using said, okay, in case of assertive sentences in indirect speech, but now here in interrogative sentences we use asked or inquired of in indirect speech instead of said. So he said to me, what are you doing? So in place of said to, it becomes asked. He asked me. Now comma, inverted comma is removed, and in place of that we will copy down the same question word. So we are copying what? Okay, after that, after this, after copying the question word, we have to make the sentence interrogate, we have to make this question into a sentence in interrogative speech. So what we will do is, after the question word we will directly use subject, then we will use helping verb. अगेन आई एम एक्सप्लेनिंग यू दैट कि अगर हम क्वेश्चन फ्रेम करते हैं तो सबसे पहले हमारा क्वेश्चन वर्ड आता है, देन हमारा हेल्पिंग वर्ब आता है. बट इन केस ऑफ इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच हम लोग जब चेंज करेंगे किसी इंटेरोगेटिव क्वेश्चन को, ठीक है, इनडायरेक्ट स्पीच में, तो हम लोग को उसको नॉर्मल सेंटेंस बनाना होता है. तो इन दैट केस क्या होगा, पहले हमारा सब्जेक्ट आएगा, देन हमारा हेल्पिंग वर्ब आएगा. Okay, so that is why we will use what, then you becomes means. See, he said to me, वो मुझसे कह रहा है, तो मैं अपने लिए कौन सा प्रोनाउन यूज़ करूँगी, I. So what I are क्या है, are doing is present continuous, so it changes to past continuous, तो was doing. Okay, now in second case, if the if the question sentence, if the interrogative sentence is starting from helping verb, so in place of comma and inverted comma we use if oblique whether. या तो हम लोग if यूज़ करेंगे या फिर हम लोग whether यूज़ करेंगे. Okay, in case of if the interrogative sentence is starting from the helping verb, then in place of comma and inverted comma we will use if oblique whether. या तो if यूज़ करेंगे या फिर whether यूज़ करेंगे. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, a question is, Ram said to Shyam, are you going to the market? Now see, I told you in case of question, okay, what we have to do, said to becomes asked, said to becomes asked, says become, okay, say to become tell. That was in the case of assertive, but here the thing that we have to change in reported verb is we have to use asked. So क्या हो जाएगा, Ram said to Shyam, तो Ram asked Shyam. Now this question is starting from helping verb, so we have to use if. So comma inverted, in place of comma inverted comma we are using if. Then what I told you to use, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल सब्जेक्ट. ओके, श्याम, अगर राम कोई चीज़ श्याम से बोल रहा है तो उसके लिए अगर तुम उसकी स्पीच को बोलोगे श्याम के लिए कौन सा प्रोनाउन यूज़ करोगे, ही यूज़ करोगे. सो इफ़ ही, अच्छा, आर गोइंग प्रेजेंट कॉन्टिन्यूस में है, सो वी हैव टू चेंज इट टू पास्ट कॉन्टिन्यूस. सो आर गोइंग का हो जाएगा वॉज गोइंग, देन सेम एज अबव टू द मार्केट. दैट्स इट. नाउ सम ऑफ द केसेस वेयर रिपोर्टेड स्पीच रिमेन्स अनचेंज्ड. कुछ ऐसे केसेस जहाँ पर हमारी रिपोर्टेड स्पीच में कोई भी चेंज नहीं होगा. सो व्हाट इज़ द फर्स्ट पॉइंट, हैबिचुअल एक्शन. If the reported speech conveys some habitual action of someone, then that reported speech remains unchanged. For example, he said, I get up early in the morning. So when we will convert into indirect speech, we'll use he said, then as it is a normal sentence, assertive sentence, so in place of comma, inverted comma, we will use that. Now if you are speaking someone else speech and he is of male gender, so which pronoun you will use, he. Now get up, gets up यहाँ पर क्यों लिखा है, why gets up is used, because students, in case of simple present tense with singular subject we use plural verb, and with plural subject we use singular verb. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, अगर हमारा प्लूरल सब्जेक्ट है, सपोज दे है, तो इसके साथ हम लोग सिंगुलर वर्ब लगाते हैं, सपोज दे प्ले क्रिकेट। ठीक है, सिंगुलर हमारी वर्ब लग रही है। अगर हम लोग का सिंगुलर सब्जेक्ट है, सपोज ही, तो इसके साथ हम लोग प्लूरल वर्ब लगाते हैं, दैट इज ही ईट्स मैंगो फॉर एग्जाम्पल। सो जब प्लूरल वर्ब होती है, दिस इज इन द केस ऑफ सिंपल ओनली, ओके, सिंपल प्रेजेंट। तो अगर हमारी if we have a singular subject then plural verb is used, if we have plural subject then singular verb is used. So that is why if I'm using he here, so he is a singular subject, so we will use plural verb. He gets up, then everything else remains same because it is his habit, it is his habitual action, it shows the habitual action. So the answer will be, he said that he gets up early in the morning. I hope it is clear. Now, second thing. Second is universal truth. Universal truth. Okay, if our speech is in direct speech is universal truth, then it remains unchanged in its indirect speech. Let us see how. For example, the teacher said to the students, the earth revolves around the sun. This is the universal truth. No one can change it. So, how we'll convert it? We will say that said to becomes told. Okay, is it a simple sentence? Said to becomes told. So the answer will be, the teacher told the students, then what, in place of comma, inverted comma, that is used. Okay, in place of comma, inverted comma, that is used, and here said to ki jagah told is used. Then in reported speech, no correction is made. For example, if it was, the earth revolves around the sun, so here also it is used that the earth revolves around the sun. No changes done. Now second one is, third one is in case of quotes and sayings. Suppose many famous poets have said something, so it also remains unchanged. For example, John Keats said, a thing of beauty is joy forever. So said remains said only. So John Keats said, comma, inverted comma ki jagah will use that. Then reported speech remains same, that is, a thing of beauty is joy forever. No change is made. Now fourth one is, when reported verb is in simple present tense. Reported verb I am saying, okay, here this is in simple present tense, that is, for example, say or says. In that case, what is, there is no change in reported speech. For example, he says, I drink tea at 7 p.m. every, sorry, it will be 7 a.m. students, it will be 7 a.m. सो ये हो जाएगा, आई ड्रिंक टी एट 7 a.m. एवरी मॉर्निंग. सो द रिपोर्टेड वर्ब इज इन सिंपल प्रेजेंट, सो हो जाएगा ही सेज. इन प्लेस ऑफ कॉमा, इन्वर्टेड कॉमा, वी विल यूज दैट, ही सेज दैट. अब आप उसकी स्पीच बोल रहे हो, किसी लड़के की, सो यू विल यूज ही एज प्रोनाउन. सो ही सेज दैट ही. अब अगेन the clause that I have told you earlier, it is a simple present tense. So here in simple present tense, if it is singular verb, then we will use, sorry, if it is singular subject, we will use plural verb. So he says that he drinks tea at 7 a.m. every morning. Rest of the thing remains same. Now, in case of imperative sentences, there are some rules. What are imperative sentences? First of all, the sentences which gives you some command, or you come to know about some request or advice or forbiddenness. So these type of sentences are known as imperative sentences. So in case of imperative sentences, in place of comma and inverted comma, to is used. Okay, in place of imperative, in case of imperative sentences, in place of comma, inverted comma, to is used. For example, the teacher said to the student, shut the door. ये shut the door क्या है? It is a order. So the teacher, now we have to use that particular word जो हमारे reported speech से we are getting. So it is a order. So यहाँ पर said to की जगह क्या हो जाएगा? The teacher ordered the student Then in place of comma, inverted comma, to is used to shut the door, and everything else remains same. Second, father said to the children, do not go out to play. now यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, यहाँ पर किसी चीज़ के लिए मना किया जा रहा है. सो इन केस अगर हम लोग किसी चीज़ के लिए मना करते हैं तो द वर्ड यूज्ड इज फॉरबिड और इट्स पास्ट यूज्ड इज फॉरबेड. सो यहाँ पर व्हाट विल बी द आंसर, फादर फॉरबेड द चिल्ड्रेन टू गो आउट टू प्ले. ठीक है, अब यहाँ पर वाई वी आर नॉट यूजिंग डू नॉट, why we are not using do not, because forbade itself means negative sense. Okay, so it itself means कि कुछ मना करना, so we do not we will not use do not. So the answer will be father forbade the children to go out to play. Okay, अगर हम लोग को there's one more thing, if the sense of reported speech is like blame, so the word accused is used. Or if it comes in the sense that something is stopping you, so forbid, deny, restrict, prohibit, these type of words will be used, like here you used forbade. In case of order, the word ordered is used. In case of request, please, the word requested is used. So students, these were some of the rules of direct and indirect speech. Okay, so practice as much sentences as you can, as it comes under the section of transformation and it is very very important. Thank you.